Hi Aries, welcome to your reading for July. My name is Linda. I've already shuffled your cards and thrown down the spread for you. What we have here is where you are now. This is the challenge you face, the resources you can use. This is what are the hidden forces. This is what is the potential outcome. And from the runes, we'll take one for what is the spiritual lesson in your experience right now. I'm feeling in this energy like an upgrade as far as your self-confidence. But the way that it might be showing up for you is that you might be feeling challenged by a person who is showing up that somehow kind of makes you feel some type of way. Like I'm feeling like this Queen of Pentacles is you in this reading, and this King of Cups is representing another person. Never mind about the gender. It's just about the archetype that that card represents, right? So it's like there's some kind of like reflecting going on. Like you and this person are kind of I'm hearing interrupting. That's interesting. So how I'm going to interpret that is that this person is interrupting your normal way of seeing yourself, or your normal way of thinking about yourself, or your normal way of responding to certain circumstances. And that's a really good thing. It's like this person has shown up as a kind of specific type of mirror for you to help you see where you're at exactly as far as self-confidence and self-love and self-esteem. And somehow their energy is shaking you up a little bit to show you that there's a couple of areas maybe where you are ready to let go of some things that you have maybe not necessarily been aware that are even there. Because the Knight of Swords here reversed and the Six of Crystals here both reversed, these two swords cards, I kind of feel like there's things in there that are describing parts of your psyche that you are ready to kind of realize you have kind of been attached to. Like certain ways you think about yourself or the ways that you behave. And I feel like this person is showing up here, and it's a really specific way that they are reflecting to you or approaching you. Like look at the image in this card, and let me get it focused. There's something about the way he's holding this cup and the way his hand is out, and with this image here, I think this is the moon. Look, he's in the clouds. I'm just kind of seeing this card up close for the first time. So let's understand it together. I feel like I said, there's something specific about the way this person approaches you, about the way they see you. It's like the way they see you makes you see yourself a different way. That's what it is. There's something so gentle and loving and compassionate about this person, and it helps you be more compassionate and kind and gentle to yourself. So this thing that I'm talking about here, as far as like what it is in your personality or in yourself that is seeing certain things about where you are not fully loving yourself, or where you're lacking in a bit of self-confidence or self-esteem. But the way this person is helping you to see that is so gentle that it makes it really easy to integrate it. It's not like one of those reflections where you get a really jarring or very grating kind of friction with someone that makes you feel shitty about yourself and makes you realize that your self-esteem isn't as high as you thought it was. This is a different feeling altogether. This is a really compassionate and loving way that someone is helping you see that the way you perceive yourself is not the way that you actually really are, and the way that other people perceive you. I hope this is making sense, Aries. It's a really beautiful energy, actually. And the Devil reverse is in this reading. It's kind of loud, but in a weird way, it's like in the periphery. So how I'm seeing it is that, again, the Devil in reverse is helping. It's like part of this process of you letting go of some old baggage, of some old kind of ways that you maybe have perceived yourself. And you're recognizing now that that's old news, and you don't really need to hold on to that anymore. But what you do need to do is understand that your self-worth and your self-value is like you are worthy of that. You are worthy of respecting yourself. You are worthy of loving yourself. You are worthy of feeling confident and feeling good. And there's no need to have a reason for that. Nobody needs any reason to feel confident. You know what I mean? You don't need to rattle off a bunch of qualities that you have that make you worthy. It's not about that. It's just you being you. That's all that's enough. And somehow this person approaching you in the way that they are is helping you to see that maybe you've been holding back a little bit on letting people love you because you still had some like things that you were feeling some type of way about around yourself. And this person is approaching you with a lot of self-acceptance, and that self-acceptance is helping you realize that you haven't fully been self-accepting and that now you can, because you can see the way that this person sees you. And you seeing the way that this person sees you helps you to see yourself in a different way than you have before. It's like some kind of self-judgment is like fading away around some specific things. It's pretty cool. Now, this Knight of Swords here in the top line is in the position of what resources you can use. How I'm feeling that is, it's telling me here that you not to run away from this person. That's how I'm getting it. Like this Knight of Swords, see, he's got his back. He's like moving that direction, right? And there's this King of Cups coming in towards. I'm seeing you more as this Queen of Pentacles in the reading. Like you are your own challenge right now. Your challenge is to accept the unconditional love that this person is showing you. And this may or may not be a romantic thing. It's not about that either. It's about an energetic connection that you have that's showing you something specific, that's mirroring you in a very particular way. And this Knight of Swords is saying, don't run away from this person's energy. Like, don't try to avoid it, or don't let it throw you off. Don't make it make you feel intimidated, right? Don't be intimidated by this energy. Don't reject the energy. Don't reject this offer. Don't reject this person's love. Accept it. Take it in. Receive it in a way that it's being offered to you without any attachments. That's also the other thing, the devil. It's like you're letting go of some certain ways that you might have previously gotten attached to people in your connections in an unhealthy way and kind of latched on to things. This has got like a really liberated feeling around it. Like there's something very freed up and very non-attached to this kind of energy. So this person I'm just feeling now, it might not be a love interest. This could be like a friend or even a teacher. This could be like someone you might be learning from. It could be someone even in an unconventional way. Like it could be someone that you are just learning from, someone in your environment. It could be, I don't know, it could be your yoga teacher. It could be, I don't know, anything. It could be anyone that's in your energy right now that is showing you this kind of very gentle, very compassionate, very loving, unconditional love that's helping you shift the way that you see yourself. So don't run away from it. Don't be intimidated by it. Don't be scared by it. Don't reject it. Don't push it away. Don't resist it. Just let it come into your energy and let it work on you, because it's a kind of alchemy here. This is alchemy. This person's energy is having an alchemical effect on your psyche, on your aura, on your physical body, on your vibration. There's a magic going on here. It's really cool. What else is here? We haven't talked about this rune yet. Let me have a look at what it says there. I know this rune is about protection, I think. So it's kind of feels like connected to this card for me, in that, here it is. So it says here, I'm going to read the upright reading. This is actually coming up in the reverse in your reading. I'm going to read the upright and the reversal so you can hear the whole interpretation. So it says honor, justice, leadership, and authority. This is the upright, which would be this way. Analysis, rationality, knowing where one's true strength lies, willingness to self-sacrifice, victory and success in any competition or in a legal matter. In the reverse position, it's talking about one's energy and creative flow are blocked. Mental paralysis, over-analysis, over-sacrifice, injustice, imbalance, strife, conflict, failure in competition, dwindling passion, difficulties in communication, and possibly separation. So how I'm going to interpret it in this reading is that there's a need for you to be more in your own energy, as far as like we talked about, right? Self-confidence and being more strong and more willing to accept this energy that's coming in for your own personal evaluation and evolution, right? So I'm seeing this connected to this Knight of Swords in reverse. It's like, again, don't run away from what's happening. Stand firm in the energy. Be able to receive it. Be able to accept it. And let the magic of the energy that's showing up work on your consciousness in a way of just like being in it and not rushing away from it, or not pulling away, or not resisting it. Because that's what this energy is saying to me. It's like this energy is showing up to give you like a download of some kind of fresh perspective on yourself, some kind of mirroring and reflection with another person is helping you see something about yourself that you might not have been ready to look at before. And your knee-jerk reaction might be to do this, like run away or disappear or turn away from it or resist it or say no to it or avoid it or feel not worthy of it or whatever. And the message here is to don't do that. Don't do that. Stay in the energy, be around it, be accepting of it, let it be part of your auric field, so that the alchemy of this person's unconditional love and acceptance can actually have an imprint or have an impact on you and help you see where you may be still holding back on your own self-love and self-acceptance. Aries, that was a download. Just going to see if there's anything more about this card that I can pull up. This one's called Six of Crystals. In this deck, it's crystals, but in other decks, it's the swords. It's the air element. It's called Confusion in this deck. And so in reverse, I would say, like, yeah, don't trick yourself here. That's the thing. Don't trick yourself into talking your way out, like in your internal dialogue I'm talking about. Don't let your internal dialogue trick you into thinking that this is not what it really is. Because you could do that quite easily here. I can see that. You could really talk yourself into some kind of story, like have a head trip. Just be really honest with yourself here and listen to what I'm saying. If it's resonating with you, then follow through on this energy. Don't run away from it, because there's a very healing quality that this person has, that they're very genuine and very gentle, and they don't want anything from you. Don't think that. This person doesn't want anything from you. They're not trying to get something from you. They're not trying to trick you. This person is the real deal. But again, don't get attached to them. I'm not seeing this as necessarily a love offer coming towards you. It might be for some of you, but I'm seeing this more as like this person has like a mirror that they're showing you that is providing you an understanding about like what it feels like to receive unconditional love. Yeah, this Six of Crystals is saying to me, it's time to let go of the past as far as the way you behave, the way you think, the way you feel about yourself. Releasing old feelings of, you know, like not being enough, not being valuable enough, not being appreciated by others, not feeling enough of self-acceptance. That's the stuff that is ready to leave your consciousness right now. It's time to let go of those thoughts that are like reiterating you not being worthy enough or you not being good enough or whatever. That's what this energy is. I feel like this Six of Swords, it's like realizing that you have been doing that and just being willing to stop that inner dialogue from like ruling your thoughts, from having that constant like loop on repeat. It's time to delete that dialogue and stop reiterating it in your mind and start to replace it with loving thoughts that are self-loving, or affirmations, or loving inner dialogue that reiterates that you are, that you do accept yourself, that you do love yourself, that you are worthy and that you are deserving, and leave all that other stuff behind. And just understanding that it's a habit, right? That's what the devil's saying. Like those thoughts, the reiteration of those kind of thoughts, it's just a habit, and habits can be broken. It's much easier than you think. You just have to become aware that you're doing it at first, and then replace that with a new habit, with a new pattern, which is, you know, affirming that the self-love that you are working on. Aries, I'm going to leave it there. It's been an honor and a pleasure to read for you. I hope you found something in there you can work with. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye for now.